Hello, Ranger Nation. I'm James Fortner coming to you from Greenwood Sports Studio for the newest edition of the Ranger Rundown on the Greenwood Sports Network. Today we'll be talking with boys baseball coach Michael Whitehead and softball coach Scott Robinson. I'll also be joined by student athletes senior Zach Rybolt, freshman May Savage, sophomores Ava McIntyre and Jackson Heiser. So pull up a chair because it's Ranger Rundown time. Sitting down for this segment, we have head baseball coach Michael Whitehead. Coach, really appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir.
Coach, can you give us a recap of the off-season program and the start of the season?
The off-season was really good. We did a lot of running, a whole lot of weightlifting. We've introduced some new stuff and a whole lot of shoulder care with the players. Every player varsity through our JV kids, and it's worked out really well. We're getting a whole lot stronger and stuff like that. We started the season's been really good. A whole lot of learning going on. The teams are winning right now. We still have a lot to work on, but we'll eventually get there where we should be.
Getting a lot of progress there, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, what are your expectations in your first season leading the baseball program?
I expect us to win a lot of games. That's the goal of every team, and I expect every team to win. And so just get better every day.
Awesome. Who are players that you are expecting big things from this season, Coach?
Just about everybody on the varsity. We don't have any one superstar. Expect a lot of big things out of Zach here, a lot of things out of Dylan, and we have guys that step up. Jet Long has stepped up in a couple big ball games. Bryce Giles has stepped up. So we expect everybody. When it's your turn to shine, you shine.
Right. That's awesome. What does the team need to do to be able to follow up on last year's success, Coach?
We've got to find out our identity first, and we haven't done that yet. Of course, it's the beginning of the season, but we'll get there. And once we do that and everybody starts gelling and understands their role in the program, things will start trucking right along, and we'll get as far or farther than we did last year.
Right. So are y'all in the scrimmage party all season, or have you actually started games?
We've actually started games. All teams were in tournaments this weekend. Varsity was up in shallow water tournament. We went 2-2-1. Our two losses were by 1 run and 2 runs.
Tight ball games.
Tight ball games. We had some mental mistakes, some physical mistakes that will get corrected this week. Both of our JV teams were in our tournament here this weekend. Our JV blue went 2-1, and our JV white went 1-2. Everybody's progressing and getting better, and that's all we can ask.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, joining us is Zach Rybolt. Zach, how do you feel about being part of the success from last year's season?
You know, it really felt great, but I don't think you can really put the success on an individual person. I think a major key of the success was us coming together as a team and really playing well together.
Nice. What's the difference this year from last year?
I would say this year we're a little underexperienced, but I'm pretty positive that won't affect us at all. We just have to find different ways to win ball games.
Just going to mature a little bit as we go?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. How has your responsibilities changed as a senior on this team?
I would say I'm more in a leadership position now. The younger players kind of look up to me for some more guidance when the coaches aren't there.
There's more expectations on the senior?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Who's somebody that you've looked up to over time?
I would say my dad.
Your dad?
No, he's always kind of been there for me. He was my coach growing up, so he's always kind of pushed me.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was kind of the same. He coached me quite a bit growing up, and I agree with you, man. They'll push you along. It's good for you. So what legacy do you want to leave behind here at Greenwood on the program?
I want to be known as a good teammate, a good leader, a good competitor, and someone who helped build the Greenwood Ranger program.
Awesome, man. So a couple rapid-fire questions for you, bud.
All right.
What team do you want to beat the most?
Oh. I would say all of them.
Oh. Yeah, that's my
Good
man
answer.
right there.
Good
Yeah,
answer.
Coach is
Good
going to love
answer.
that itch. We won't beat everybody.
Good
We
answer.
came here to win.
Mm-hmm.
But not one stands out among the others, just all of them.
Yes, sir.
All right. What brand of bat do you swing?
I swing a DeMarini.
DeMarini?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite pitch?
The curveball.
Curveball?
Yes, sir.
Nice. What's your favorite subject in school?
Science.
Science.
Yes, sir.
I love science too. Hey, what animal are you most afraid of?
Ooh, probably a shark.
Shark?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're probably safe out here in West Texas. What's your favorite food?
Steak.
Steak?
Go
Oh,
with
yeah.
steak.
There you go. Would you rather strike out the last batter for a win or hit the walk-off shot?
Hit the walk-off shot. That's
Everybody
every
wants
kid's,
to hit.
that's every kid's dream.
The walk-off is amazing. All right, last one. Bungee jump or skydive?
Probably skydive.
Skydive?
Mm-hmm.
I've done neither, but I'd probably pick skydive. I've seen too many of those bad things go happening on bungee jumps.
Of course.
Hey, I appreciate you guys stopping in with us this morning, talking with us about the baseball program. Really exciting things going on over there. Make sure you come out and support the Rangers this season. And up next on Ranger Roundup, we have softball with Coach Scott Robinson and May Savage. Thank you, guys.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
thank you.
To my left, we have softball skipper Scott Robinson and freshman May Savage. Coach, thanks for stopping in.
I appreciate y'all having us.
Great to have y'all. Hey, Coach, give us a recap of the season so far.
So far, looking pretty good. We're 8-2-1. Real excited about what's going on. We've had some really good competition, and girls are kind of showing us what they're made of a little bit, and we're just getting better. I'm really excited, I tell you.
Absolutely. Well, you hosted a tournament here, not this past weekend, the weekend before.
Yes, sir.
How'd
Yes,
that
sir.
go?
It was a good tournament for us. Saturday kind of got washed out a little bit on some of the games, but overall we got our games in that we wanted to get. The Bushland game did not go the way we expected, but we did get to see a state power, kind of see where we were. And really, I don't think the game was anything on us. It was more of our preparation. And so,
Well, you saw, yeah, like you said, you saw a big team early in the season, and if you ever want to kind of measure yourself up, go pick a big dog out somewhere and measure yourself up.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So we're going to get to do some more of that this week. So we're excited.
Yes, sir. And had San Angelo tournament this past weekend?
Yes, sir. 4-1 over there. Had a couple of good wins against Central. Let's see, who'd we beat the first one? It was I just went blank.
So you had
I did
Central,
too.
Leveland, and Chisholm Trail, I
That's-
believe.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's right. We started with Central, and so all bigger schools, and we really could have gone 5-0. Had her sister. She just had a little more power, go over the 225 fence. So she went 224. We got close.
224 into a headwind.
Into a headwind.
Yeah.
We almost took it. But I was excited to watch them. We faced a little adversity, and they still came back and showed us some toughness. So,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
It's a good thing.
Yes, sir. Saw a lot of good things this weekend. Hey, what are some things you saw that get you excited about the rest of the season?
Oh man, I just feel like every time we step out there, we're getting better and better. I can just see an improvement in the speed of our game. I think is what gets me the most excited. This may be the fastest team I've ever had. I've had one that was really fast, but I think this one might be better. So,
I do think you got a lot of team speed out there for sure.
yes, sir. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. You shake up that other team a little bit, and our motto kind of coming into the season was G-force, and that's just basically putting the force on the other team, trying to force them into making mistakes, and that speed will do that to you.
Yes, sir. Softball is a fast game.
Yes, sir.
Who's some players that have stood out to you so far?
Boy, you could almost pick every one of the freshmen. I've been super excited about what they've all brought. Briley back there behind the plate, really doing a great job of she was a good framer anyway, but I'm seeing an improvement in that game on that side of things. Sydney's really gotten focused in the last week and a half here and looking great pitching wise. Millie coming alive with the bat, man. She's just smoking the ball.
She's been hot.
She has. I tell you, I'm super excited every time I see her walking up there. I'm like, all right, here we go. So,
Yes, sir.
but man, you could just pick them all. They just keep coming. Barisa, just every time she comes up, somebody's on base. They're going to score.
Yes,
I
sir.
just know it. So, yeah, and old May, she's tearing up second base, doing a great job over there. Anything that way, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm excited.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how you feeling where your program is in your fourth season?
Fourth season, I feel like we're on the right track. We have this idea in my head of trying to reach state, and with this youth that's stepping in with this senior class that we have, And then, the sophomores we got last year, the 3 that are still here rolling with us on the varsity, it's a good mix. And so I feel like we're right where I want to be. And by the end of this season, hopefully we're where I really would love to be. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I hear you. So what's an aspect of the team you want to see improvement with?
Just really right now, it's more the mental side of it, just making sure they're really mentally prepared going into the game, and they're doing a good job with that. But we could be a little better there and really attacking the teams right from the beginning, not having to answer to something they've done to us, but except come out of the gate and we're going after them, really put it at them. So
yes, sir.
Those 2 things, I think once we put that together, we're going to be good to go. Our bunt game right now, a small ball game, is not where I want it to be for sure. But that's going to come. I know that. So
awesome.
I just have to be real careful. I keep running them into outs because I think they can outrun anything.
Well, that is the one challenge of the Speedy team is, man, I got a lot of faith in you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
To be sure. Hey, shifting over to our student athlete, May Savage, freshman second baseman for the Rangerettes. May, you ready for some questions?
I am.
May, what do you think the biggest difference in travel ball is compared to school ball?
I really think it's the size of the crowd and how long the games are, because you switch from normally at most an hour 30 drop dead, and then to a 7-inning game. That's a huge difference to me. The games feel so long, but I feel like I like that better because if you do happen to make a mistake, you still in the back of your mind know that you have time to fix it.
No, absolutely agree. Softball, just like baseball, is one of those games meant to be played out. Yep. And a lot of times in travel ball, because tournament directors are trying to run through everybody and get everybody game times, they're shutting them down at a certain time. And we saw that this past weekend there in San Angelo where we run out of time. Yep. Gave up 5 runs in the first inning. We were clawing our way back in and just come up the one short because of the clock.
Yep. Give us 15 more minutes and we're taking that bad boy.
Yeah, we were in there. We were in there and coming back. And, it's just one of those things that bite you. It's just one of those, like you said, but it is a big difference between travel ball and high school ball where you're just going to play those things out.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely so. So what positions you got playing right now, and how do you feel like you're progressing in those positions?
Right now I've been playing second, and then whenever Farrah's at soccer, I've been playing short. And I feel like I've grown a lot at second, with slap defense and just keeping the ball in front of me. I feel like it's been easier to move around. I feel like I used to be all on my heels, sitting back, waiting for it to come, and now I can actually charge the ball, and I feel like more outs come with it.
Absolutely.
She's a machine over there, I tell you.
Absolutely. Well, we saw the speed catching down fly balls down the right field line out in foul territory over behind second base several times this past weekend. And so, that you're getting around to be sure. How does it feel to play with your twin sister here on the team?
I can just communicate with her without even talking.
That has got to be a twin thing.
I'm just kidding.
I don't have that. I have 3 brothers, and there was no such thing as a twin talking thing between us. We had to duke it out quite a bit.
That wouldn't work. Me and my brother, we don't want to know what we're thinking.
Yeah, to be sure.
I really do get asked that question a lot, though.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but it really does. It really just feels like she's just one of my sisters. Somebody asked me how many sisters do you have? I would say 3. I wouldn't say 2 sisters and a twin.
Right.
It just feels like she's either one of my friends or my sister.
Right. Well, and speaking of sisters, you've had a couple older sisters that were Rangerettes through the years. Have they given you any advice playing in the high school ranks?
Just to enjoy it while it lasts, because it flies by.
Yeah, that's probably the best piece of advice anybody can give you, because the high school starts, and, man, I promise you, before you blink, you're walking off on your senior year, and it's done. It goes so fast.
So fast. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
45 up here pretty soon.
It happens. It happens. It happens. Hey, so let's do some rapid-fire questions for you. So what's your least favorite softball drill?
Ooh,
Easy.
Yeah. She's sitting beside both her coaches, so she's kind of in the jam.
21 outs.
21
Really?
outs?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite color?
Pink.
Favorite food?
Burgers.
Burgers?
Yes.
Would you rather have to pitch or slap hit?
Slap hit. Slap it.
Definitely slap it. What's your favorite music?
Like type?
Yeah.
Country.
You're a country girl?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
There's extra playtime right there. Good job.
There you go. There you go. What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math. I'm a math guy too. You're right there. There you go. Which sister would take the spelling bee between you and Briley?
Briley.
Briley's the spelling bee champ. And which between the two would, which sister would you take to the parking lot? I guess that's all of them.
Yeah. Let me think. Vay.
Vay?
Vay.
Yeah, I think Vay. She's the tallest and most intimidating.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I take
right.
that one. So I take two. Hey, thank you guys for coming out and enjoying us today for the interviews and telling us about the softball program.
Yeah,
I'm glad to have y'all.
appreciate you having us.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, out there in Ranger Nation, make sure you come out and support the Rangerettes, and you're going to see some balls leave the yard this season, I promise. Up next, we got track sophomores Ava McIntyre and Jackson Heiser, so stay tuned. Welcome back. We're here with track athletes, sophomores, Miss Ava and Miss Jackson. How are y'all today?
Good. Good.
Doing well?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Ladies, thanks for coming in, and congratulations to Jackson for being MRT Athlete of the Week. What was that for? What was that recognition for?
100 hurdles and 300 hurdles.
Well, congratulations. That's awesome, Jackson.
Thank you.
Y'all ready to get started on the interview?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell us what events you participate in.
I do mostly sprints, so this weekend I'm running the 4x1, 4x2, and the 100 meter.
Awesome. Some of my favorite races right there. Jackson, what are you participating in?
I do the 100 hurdles and 300 hurdles.
Hurdler.
Yes.
Man, that's something I never dared to try. I was a sprinter, but I didn't want to jump over anything while I was doing that. So what are your PRs, and what are you focusing on to get better?
My PR for 100 hurdles is 17:51, and 300 hurdles is 51:73.
Oh, that's great. Ava, how about you?
And okay, so since I run like mostly the relays, we don't really have PRs. We have PR as a whole, but mostly splits, and we like monitor those splits, and it depends on what leg you are running, because
Right.
some legs are longer than others by a little bit, but yeah, we just mostly watch our splits and stuff. And it's I probably run around a 12. I am the third leg, so. And then 4x2, like a 27, 26, just depending on the day.
Awesome. What's the best thing about track meets?
Mostly just seeing all my friends do what they love, and just watching them do good in a race it really just makes you happy.
Absolutely, yeah. I grew up doing track meets as well, and I think that was part of the best part of life was hanging out with your friends. You had that moment of preparation for your race, but then afterwards it's kind of like the relief it's over, and then just going on cheering on your teammates and hanging out with everybody. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. How about Ava? How about you?
I like the competition and traveling and getting to see other people, different speeds, and just like also watching other people compete. It's fun to do.
Absolutely, that is great. So, what's the hardest part of workouts, Ava?
The hardest part of workouts is probably pushing yourself to run as fast as you can, because you're not running in a race, you're not competing, but you do have to push yourself to do the best you can, because ultimately that is what makes you faster and better.
Right. Absolutely. How about you, Jackson? What's the hardest part of the track workouts?
I think the hardest part for the track workouts is probably keeping your stamina, like just making it through the full workout and giving it your 100% all the time, because if you have a hard workout the day before and coming back the next day, it's pretty difficult because you're sore, and just having to keep going after a hard workout is probably the hardest part.
Yeah. So what would you say the hard part of the workout is? Is it hard workout sprints or distance? For me, when I ran, I hated running distance, man. They'd make us in the first part of the season go out and run miles, 2 miles, and I hated every minute of it because I was like, if I'm 100 to 200, that's all I need to run. I don't want to run anymore.
No, yes, sir.
So is it distance or sprints, do you think, for you?
I think it's probably when they make you run the 200, so you're going to run at 300.
Right.
It's like you're going to run a little more than you run, so you can run it a little faster. It's like, ugh.
I think that's a dirty trick from track
Yeah,
coaches, I'm
yes,
telling
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. So how about some rapid fire questions for y'all? Y'all ready for some rapid fire?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right. So, Ava, what's your favorite food?
Italian food.
Italian?
Yes.
Yes.
I'd say
Jackson?
the same thing.
You're an Italian? I do love Italian food, too.
Italian or Mexican? Anything Mexican. I love Mexican food.
Absolutely. What's your favorite subject in school, Jackson?
Probably reading.
Reading?
English. Yeah.
Mine's probably reading too.
Reading?
Yes,
Some readers.
reading.
That would have been my least favorite when I was growing up. I was a math guy. If you gave me word problems, you mixed up words and numbers, and I didn't like that either. What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple?
Mm-hmm.
Green.
Purple and green. I love it. What's your music do you listen to the most?
I like old music.
Old music?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to ask a loaded question. Define old music.
Oh no.
Is it like 80s music or like
Yeah.
classicals, or what do you think?
Just like 80s music.
Okay.
I like that.
Like hair bands kind of stuff or pop music kind of stuff?
Yeah, like old pop music.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. I've grilled you enough. How about you, Ava? What's your favorite kind of music?
I like country. Country. I listen to kind of everything.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Awesome. What's your favorite track event?
The 4x1.
The 4x1?
4x1.
Right there. That's my favorite thing, too. How about you, Jackson? What's your favorite track event?
The 100 hurdles.
100 hurdles?
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. I won't give you nuts on that, but in my heart, I'm glad you love hurdles. All right, between you two, who would win an arm wrestling competition?
Me.
Probably Ava,
yeah. It's all about leverage and in the shoulder. It's all about leverage. Ladies, thank you for joining us today. Y'all are fun. It's a fun interview. A lot of great information. Hey, everybody out there in Ranger Nation, y'all come out and support the track athletes as they come out and run this year. It's going to be a lot of great things. You're going to see a lot of fast kids, a lot of kids doing all kinds of different events, and just super excited about the season coming up. And that's all we have for today on this edition of Ranger Rundown. Be on the lookout in 2 weeks for the next edition of Ranger Rundown, or subscribe to Greenwood Sports Network on YouTube to receive notifications for new content. For Coach Thomas, myself, we want to thank you for tuning in and for all your support, and we look forward to seeing you next time on the Greenwood Sports Network.